Out here, nature doesn't play fair, and it sure doesn't play nice. Every creature is born into a world where survival isn't guaranteed, and hesitation can mean death. It's a brutal game of instincts, where the strong don't always win, but the smart often do. This isn't a storybook wilderness. It's raw, real, and sometimes hard to watch. So buckle up. You're about to see nature at its most unforgiving. Drop a comment. What would you do to survive? And don't forget to subscribe to Wildlife Documentary Hub, where the wild tells its own story. Out here, power isn't about muscle, it's about presence. And nobody owns the moment like a lion. They're the only big cats that live in groups called prides, usually 3 to 12 females. They're cubs, and a few males. The lionesses run the show. They do over 80% of the hunting, going after antelope, zebras, even buffalo. When they move, it's slow and silent. Then, boom, one burst of speed, up to 50 miles an hour. A bite force of 650 psi ends it fast. The males don't hunt much. They hold the line. Territory is everything. They'll fight, bleed, and kill to protect it. One roar can echo 5 miles, a warning to any challenger. After about 110 days, lionesses give birth to 1 to 4 cubs. But here's the cool part. They raise them together. One mom nurses another's cub like her own. It's a rare kind of teamwork in the predator world. But even royalty's in trouble. Lion numbers have dropped over 43% in the last 30 years, thanks to poaching, shrinking habitat, and conflict with people. The lion's still king, but these days, even kings are running out of kingdom. Hyenas might not win a popularity contest, but out here, they're crushing it, literally. They live in tight-knit clans, sometimes up to 80 strong. And here's a wild fact. Females are in charge. They're bigger, more dominant, and run the show. Total girl power. Now, they're not just scavengers. They're serious hunters. They'll chase down antelope, warthogs, even young buffalo. But if there's a carcass lying around, they'll take it. And why not? Their bite packs over 1. 1 pounds of force per square inch. And their stomach acid can dissolve bones. Rotting meat, even anthrax-infected flesh. No joke. Still, life's brutal. Lions see them as enemies. In some regions, over half of adult hyena deaths are caused by lions. It's less about food, more about turf war. But here's the thing. Hyenas are essential. They clean up around 70% of large animal carcasses in the wild, stopping disease from spreading and helping keep ecosystems balanced. They're not villains. They're nature's cleanup crew, and without them, the wild would be a whole lot uglier. The forest thrives in tall grass and wetlands, mostly in sub-Saharan Africa, especially near rivers and marshes. She's lightweight, around 20 to 40 pounds. With legs so long, she can leap up to 10 feet straight into the air to catch prey. She hunts solo, using those big satellite dish ears to pinpoint rodents underground. Her hunting success rate, around 48 to 50%, that's twice as high as lions. Pregnancy lasts about 74 days, and she'll usually have 1 to 4 kittens. She hides them in dense cover, moves them often, and raises them completely on her own. But her habitat is disappearing fast. In places like East and Southern Africa, wetlands are shrinking by over 50% due to farming and development. Roadkills and poisonings by farmers who mistake her for a threat are on the rise. She doesn't roar. She doesn't challenge me. She survives by staying hidden, staying light, and staying sharp. She's not famous, but in an ecosystem built on balance, she's doing exactly what nature designed her to do perfectly. If the serval's a ghost, the leopard is the shadow bigger, stronger, and even harder to spot. Leopards are loners. They don't roar. They don't need a group. They move in silence, mostly at night, slipping through jungles, savannas, even mountains. They're the most adaptable big cats on Earth. They'll hunt anything they can catch: antelope, monkeys, birds, warthogs, even baby crocs. Over 90 different prey species have been recorded in their diet. After a kill, they don't take chances. They drag it into trees, sometimes 3 times their weight, just to keep it from lions and hyenas. A single meal can last for days, while they usually eat 6 to 11 pounds daily. They can drop over 40 pounds in one sitting, but they're not untouchable. They lose food to bigger predators, and humans. Still, their biggest threat, from poaching to shrinking habitats. Still, leopards play a key role, controlling prey, preventing overgrazing, and keeping ecosystems in check. An adult African buffalo can weigh over 500 pounds and live up to 20-25 years in the wild. They travel in herds for protection, sometimes hundreds strong, because out here, numbers matter. They thrive in open grasslands and floodplains, where fresh water is close and food is plenty. Each buffalo can graze up to 35 pounds of grass a day, shaping the landscape as they move. But when drought hits, food gets scarce fast. Weakened herds become easy targets for lions and crocodiles, especially near shrinking waterholes. When a calf is born, usually one at a time, the herd forms a tight shield, horns facing outward, daring any predator to try. Buffalo don't run. They hold the line, and in doing so, they maintain grassland structure, open up pathways for smaller species, and keep ecosystems flowing. Big, stubborn, resilient. Buffalo don't just survive the savanna, they define it. Every creature, big or small, plays a role in keeping the wild alive. Take one species out, and the whole system starts to fall apart. That's not just biology, that's balance. And once we lose it, we can't hit the undo. This isn't just about animals. It's about the world we all share, no matter where we live. If this made you think a little deeper or see nature in a new way, drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. We love hearing from folks all over. And hey, if you want more raw, real stories from the wild, hit that subscribe button and stick around with us here at Wildlife Documentary Hub. Thanks for reading. And seriously, thanks for caring.